Okay, so another 7 days to die build. I built this freehand because I do like doing over and normally, for want of a better word, house flipping. Normally, I like to do a lot of house flipping in 7 days to die. I already take an existing POI, preferably one with heavy blocks or preferably one with height to it. So the zombies either don't notice me or the POI base is so wide that there is so little chance of them taking out the stability that it falls down around me, because the last thing I want to do is lose all of my hard-end materials, equipment and everything else, just because they've taken out the base and it's fallen down. But I've just done another free build today. I quite like it. This is another one that I'd like to commit to memory. It's slightly different from the others. It's a base stroke Bloodmoon base as well. Again, I say mid-tier. This character's level 40. Some of the items I have spawned in, such as decoration items, because they do not affect gameplay. They don't make the gameplay any better. They do not give me an advantage. Such as a decorative bed. A decorative bed is still a spawn point, regardless of how good it looks. Um, some of the furniture, such as the fridge and things like that, I use from mods. Again, they do not affect gameplay. They're just simply better looking storage. I would say in some cases it actually worsens the storage. They may look better, like the cabinets and stuff. You can make a storage box out of wood and 10 nails. And it has quite a lot of storage in it. You make a kitchen cabinet and it has half the amount of storage, if that, and costs approximately the same. So, yep, I've not added anything here that is sort of game breaking. Besides, let's face it, most people play the way they want to. I do have several mods on here, such as tactical weapons, A21. I have a number of decoration mods on, simply for my own purposes. Really, I like decorating the place and I like it to look good. Again, just because you live in the apocalypse doesn't mean that you need to live in a shithole, basically. So anyway, yeah, drive down. I'll get this one on video and commit this one to memory as well. Pretty sure I can make some improvements. I'm pretty sure of that. And once I've play tested it properly, I'll have a much better idea. I mean, in some ways, maybe I should play test it first and then make improvements and then do the finished property, but I don't know. I like to work as I go. Really should have removed that, but yes, as always. Hey, come on. I do like my automatic bridges. If I can get over in time. Oh, just. I'm always worried that that damn thing's going to trap me. Always does to a friend of mine, Gamer Girl Chimene. She always gets caught on those bridges. Always. I don't know. They manage to just throw her left, right, and centre. I don't know whether it's the bridge dislikes her or whether it's her timing, but either way, she gets slung left, right, and centre. Sometimes it's funny, sometimes not so much. Depends. Right, okay. So, first of all, I'll have a look at the outside of the base after. So, simple things. This is the base. Let's put the lights on. That would help. Okay, lights there. It's on. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to put all the blades and everything on. I don't care. Right. Okay. So you can see in here, largely square, decorated. That's for the drawbridge. That does the automatic cameras, motion sensors. Where's my wire tool? And honestly, the wiring is a mess. Please don't judge me too harshly. I still, I love wireless, but I've got to say, do I even have my wiring tool on me? I probably don't. Did I throw it? I probably threw it out. Oh well. Yeah, so, I do like wiring this. I love the fact that the wiring's, you can't see it. So you've no longer got wiring running left, right, and centre because, yeah, it still looks a mess, but at least when you put the tool away, you don't see it, and that's a beautiful thing. So, yep, I've bought in petrol pumps. I use that from creation mode. Several of the posters, such as the Atom Junkies here, and several other posters. Again, I took from creation mode. I've spawned them in. There is, aside from a few mods, there is no way to actually create them, sadly, because I like them. They make a good decoration for the base. They just, bring it up a bit. And let's face it, not everybody wants to do that. Some people are like, well, it's not really practical, you know, come on, towel. But I like the decoration aspect of it too. So anyway, here's my kitchen. I've put a dinner menu up on the wall. Let's turn that off. It's actually a bit too bright in here. Again, you know, I've put some posters up, fresh bread, you know, my fridge, you know, keep some food in there. Drinks in the cooler as you would expect. And again, you know, I'm using mods, that's why you've got a kitchen towel up there. You know, there's your toaster. The stove is actually, by its intensities, unnecessary but beautiful. And it's also working, so it works like a campfire. And normally I would just, you know, paint something up, put a campfire on top of it and use that. But I quite like the look of the stove. It's nice to have an actual stove for a change. Coffee machine, this does it work? Apparently, yes, it does. It does. This is, you can make drinks in here. So as you can see, you know, some of them have uses. Again, they're no different from, you know, the sort of campfire, the cookers and stuff. So, you know, not game breaking. So again, yeah, kitchen as you would expect. You know, sink and everything else. Unfortunately, this space is near a pond because I have no working water facilities. I have the dew collectors up on top of the base. We'll get there. And I have put windows in for more light because I like as much light as possible to be able to see. Okay, let's step on out. Close the doors. These doors, I believe, are also by its intensities unnecessary beautiful. I believe it's difficult because this is A21. I probably should have gone through the vanilla doors first, but like I said, I like my decoration. So, okay, here we are in the bedroom. Yes, I've made it just a little bit fancy. Okay, so I've got a couple of posters up here. Admin spawned. Here we have a nice fancy bed from its intensities unnecessary but beautiful. Same as the nightstand next to the bed. Wall mirror. And the little nightstands over here with the shelves. All intensities unnecessary but beautiful. Again, a pretty simple bedroom. This is where I respawn. You know, hopefully not too often. Hopefully I don't die too often. But, you know, it's just, again, it's a nice touch. It has no real effect on gameplay whatsoever. Just a nice bedroom. Let's close that up. Okay, now let's head downstairs. As you can see, I have, as usual, all of my electricity is labelled. So that's my blades, that's also my electric fence, just there. If I switch it off, you can hear the blades wind down, but I'm leaving them on. That's for the turrets. I actually have 6 turrets, 2 on top of the base to ward off evil vultures. And I have 1 at each corner, so they're not covering everything, but I feel like 6 SMG auto turrets for the amount of 9mm ammo that they may or may not chew through, depending on how you have them on, would be more than enough, and trying to keep them supplied can be an effort at times. And lights, pretty self-explanatory really. Okay, my generators are under here. Anything I wish to sell to the traders goes in that box there, because that way I can just take it out, hop in the ride and go down to the traders. Okay, let's head downwards. I'll keep my crafting room down here. So, down here, a crafting room. I have my ceramic mixers just here. I like to keep it open like this so I can sort of see what's going on outside, see what's happening. Again, you know, a couple of posters around the walls just for a little bit of decoration. I have my forges over here. Again, poster up there. Here I have my labelled boxes. As always, I like things to be organised. So you can see I have it, you know, reasonably organised into different items. Obviously, people are going to organise it the way they want to and the way you're comfortable with. That's just the way I organise mine. Chemistry benches. I always like 2 chemistry benches. I've just got this habit of doing, you know, they do take a little while to produce. So, you know, I generally use 1 for gunpowder and 1 for gasoline. And plus, I think it just helps to have 2, you know, whenever you're trying to make things like glue or anything else, which could be a real, it is a real issue to make now. And I have my 2 workbenches, 1 either side. That is from the A21 tactical weapons mod, which allows you to craft all the new weapons in there and the new ammo, 5.56 ammo, .50 ammo, .45 ACP, and so on. So that's it really, and as you can see, you know, that's where we just came from. Okay, outside, what do I have? So I have these, you know, little ladders going up. Outside, you know, I have this raised so I can see the zombies incoming. You can see that I have my blade traps down there. This could be painful if I fall. So I've actually incorporated, these are all iron around the outside. Cost quite a bit because you can see I've got the fences up to stop them breaking through, concrete blocks which will give them an issue, and then you have the spike traps down below. I have a turret on each corner, have blade traps. Now running along the edge here, just behind the blade traps, are the electrical fences. So, and I actually have them all the way around. I'll do a quick run round before, so we can see it from the outside. But I've even put it there because I know that ramp is going to be a staging point for them. They've already attacked it several times, so I've ended up putting blade traps on there. Well, to hopefully dissuade them, but they do tend to like to attack that. Okay, and just here. Now they have occasionally fallen off of there. They have not made it onto this section of balcony so far, which is good. I don't think they can. It's the length of a drawbridge, so that's good so far. Means I've had a chance to kill them. See, electric fence, that one's out a bit there. But it gives me a clear sight all the way around, and as I said, you can see down there spike traps, turrets, blades, and electric fence on the outside. This is all made of concrete, so despite the paint and everything else, it is all just concrete. There is no steel involved, it's not reinforced other than that. You know, it's already withstood actually a couple of Bloodmoons. I'm not sure it would be a higher tier base. Again, I would say mid-tier base again, because obviously you couldn't create something like this low level. And again, the materials, I'm thinking mid-tier base, maybe slightly higher. Not sure, not tested it fully. I'm only level 40. Okay. I said let's have a quick look. Okay, so as you can see, blade traps, there's the there we go, there's the turrets. So, blade traps, electric fences. As you can see, I've plated the outside, which is how I've got the fences to actually face outside. So all those fences are facing outwards, and that's how I've managed to put the spikes in between the blocks and the fence, because that space. If I put the stone plates, I'm probably going to get electrocuted if I'm not careful, but you can see I've put plates on the outside there, and because I've lined it with plates, it increases obviously the block values for the zombies to get through, but it also gives me something stable to put these fences on. Because if you were to try otherwise, obviously they're just going to collapse. And you'll see that there are plates along several parts of the wall here. Now, if you have the materials, obviously plating it all the way along would give you a double thickness. I've only plated it in several places, and it's more for the stability of the fence. If I get the materials next time, and if I can be patient without just trying to rush ahead and build, I might put plates all the way around, simply for the thickness. I'm not sure how long I'm staying at this base, to be honest. I might well move on. Quicker. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So yes, there's the rampway up, as you can see. Coming round. You know, and I have my spotlights up there. Again, because I like the light, I like to be able to see the zombies coming in, and I want to be able to shoot them. I try not to use the turrets all the time. If I'm actually here, then I will switch them off. And obviously I do not have the blades on, or the electric traps. You know, I try to keep them away myself, to be honest. If I hear them beating on things, then I just come out. Otherwise it gets really, really expensive. Okay. Let's hop down. Let's go back in. I mean, you know, obviously I'm not great at choosing color palettes for the base, you know, but this suits me. perfectly, and it doesn't have to be perfect anyway. I mean, the zombies are going to want to smash it regardless. Okay, so for the last part, let's hop up. Go, climb out, close the lid. I mean, all of this could be done in vanilla anyway if you haven't got mods. I mean, it's a building. At the end of the day, you could do the building. You could have all the like no thrills, you know, with all the mods and everything, the generators. You can see an awful lot of the vanilla stuff here anyway. I mean, so you could create something like this perfectly just with vanilla. Like I said, the mods really make no difference to this other than like prettying it up a bit, I guess. Okay, so let's open that. As you can see from the top downwards here. Oh, I didn't paint the top there. Okay, yep, that's a mistake. Oh well, you know, it just goes to show you nobody's perfect, especially not me. Okay, so let's head on up. Let's close that. So up here, as you can tell, yes, I've got mods. I have Kane's chicken coops here, because running around and collecting eggs all the time is a pain in the ass. It really is. And here I have the beehives, or as a friend of mine likes to call them, bee barns, because they look like little barns. And now I find myself calling them that on occasion too. So yeah, you know, and again, you know, they collect honey in there. I can't actually see any honey at the moment. I felt sure it said ready to gather, but there you go. Obviously not. Or did it just give me some there? Oh, no. You know what? I don't think it gave me any honey. Bees are collecting. Honey is ready. Is it? Well, I tell you what, I don't see any honey in here, so something's obviously wrong there. Okay, well, I'll need to check that out. Either way, I have beehives up here, and when they're working, they actually produce honey, which, again, you know, pretty good for infections, or at least the first 5%. Super corn there. I could really have done with more of that, to be honest, but I've planted badly. Aloe vera, only one for my bandages. Coffee plants. Yep, you know, all the usual plants. You know, everybody's only going to plant their own things and what you need to live, thrive and survive, and what you actually need. I've gone a bit overzealous here on probably food more than anything. Should have had more aloe, maybe a bit more super corn as well, to be honest. Dew collectors up here, again, you know, going to cause problems. You know, I am very tempted to just use a mod and have the glass jars back in, because I don't like the new dew collectors, and my preference is just to have the jars. I quite like the game as it is, but again, personal preference, each to their own. Auto turrets up there to keep the vultures off me. Mushrooms down here, again, food. And of course, I can't have a build without a helipad, because again, B-dubs vehicles provides me with the MD500 helicopter, which I absolutely adore. So yeah, that's it really. That's, you know, that's the free built base again. I'll just do a quick tour. I need to make sure that I've got the blocks on there so that if I want to recreate it, I can do. Okay. Again, you know, you can choose whatever color palette you want for it. I just have, you know, bad color choice probably. Those little buggers, they've smashed they must have smashed a lot of spikes down there somehow. I missed that. That was not me placing them. I know there were spikes all the way around here, so those little buggers have smashed those. Okay. Take note, those need replacing, and yep. And that's the building. I try not to go for a straight rectangle. I mean, yes, it is a rectangle, but I try to add some sort of shape to the build. I can't stand just living in a box or a cardboard box. I'm just showing my age. Okay, that's it. Now I've got it all. Again, pop down, commit that one to memory. That's the point where I don't realise there's a tree behind me. Let's have a quick look round. Again, pretty damn good there. I'm quite pleased with it. I think there's definitely going to be a few things I would do to it. Definitely a few improvements I could make. Maybe even a trench around the outside. I don't know, like I did with the with my stilt style base. I don't know. Definitely a few things I could do to that. But there you go. That's for next time. That's for another build. I might well come back to that at some point. Meanwhile, I have to create a round build. See what I could do with that. But either way, okay, that's another one committed to memory, and yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. So, all good. Till next time.